And we live. Hey, welcome to another episode of Easy Sports. And today I'm joined by my homeboy, Melly. What's happening,
Yo,
dog?
what's up, X? I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. How you doing?
I know. Easy. Can't complain, man. Hey, I'm not sure if you were checking out the transfer window and everything, bro. Did you see Chelsea, man? Like,
My boy,
yo,
my boy. I think
yes.
how much? 800 and something million.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. And they spent more than La Liga and Bundesliga.
Bro, that's crazy. I would like. Oh, I think you the one that told me Abramovich did well by leaving them with no debt, bro.
Yeah, he did. And as well, Todd Bowley saw a loophole in the financial fair play. So even the contracts that he's handing out, have you noticed it's like 7 years, 8 years? It's
Yeah,
intentional, bro. Yeah, so that of course paying off those debt because I mean 106 million pounds is not something you just cough out,
yeah. It's a lot
upfront.
of money, bro.
Something you
It's a
pay
lot of
over
money.
time. So Todd
Yeah,
Bowley has figured out the system and he is really going ham. He really is, man. And yes, like it, like
he's a businessman,
Sammy
bro.
on my end, man. I'm just flabbergasted. And I mean, they got Enzo, they got Mudrik, they got Uban, João Felix. Um, who else, bro? Uh,
Yo, bro,
and
for
they
fun,
signed a lot of guys,
Nkunku,
but
uh,
it's crazy, bro. It's
bro, it's
crazy.
disgusting, dog. It's
It
disgusting.
is, and
But
it's
like
yeah.
a big part of me needs to like, is Graham Potter the man? That's what I'm thinking.
Me, my thing is, bro, is this gonna work for them? Because at the end of the day, bro, I just don't think that there's a philosophy behind these purchases. You know,
I agree.
it, it
That's what I'm
it's
saying. Is Graham Potter the man?
yeah. I mean, we'll see because he has to deal with these egos, man. I mean, he's
Yeah,
never won anything that
yeah,
is of significance. At least with Eric Ten Hag, it's someone been who took Ajax to the semifinals of the Champions League.
yeah,
He's got that European experience that helps him. And it also gives him that respect because I mean, if you are able to get a team like Ajax ticking, get that team season in, season out, Ajax were constantly qualifying for the next round of the Champions League, and they were very competitive. Even if they
yeah,
take an L, they don't take an L, they don't take like a 4-0 L. It's just them just being, competitive and not maybe them lacking the final touch in
yeah.
the opposition box. And so for me, I just think what Chelsea are doing right now. I know we're not Chelsea spectators, but I'm still not fearful of them. I'm not
No,
sure about you. Are you fearful of them?
no, I'm not because I mean, you dropped a fact that we all know, that
Yeah,
managers have to deal with egos. And on
yeah,
top of the ego thing, there's also the fact that people have to live up to their price tags, and that's going to be another unnecessary pressure on the players as well as Graham Potter. So obviously, I can't tell the future. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but I can predict things, and I feel like
yeah.
there's going to be a lot of L's that have to be taken in order for Chelsea to become that working machine that Potter wants it to be. It'll be interesting to see squad rotation, because,
Yeah.
like you said, egos are going to come into play. I mean, you paid this much for me. Why aren't I playing?
Hmm.
And I think Chelsea have got like a whole new starting 11 now, a whole new starting 11. So,
Literally, bro. It's a
yeah,
whole new starting 11 because I was even on Twitter before I accessed the the, the podcast, and I
yeah,
was just looking at the starting. Their midfield is completely new except Jorginho.
who
So
just left?
not Jorginho, sorry, Kovacic. So it's
Oh,
gonna be, of
Kovacic.
course, it's gonna be Enzo. It's gonna be Kovacic. Then at 10, most probably it's gonna be João
Nkunku?
Felix.
Oh, not
No, I know.
Nkunku.
I'm just talking about now because Nkunku's only coming in the summer.
In
Yeah, they
January. I
signed
mean,
him, but
in June. Sorry.
yeah, in June. Yeah. So
I agree.
even who's this guy playing on the left? Mudrik,
Yeah,
and there's that Mukiele guy or something.
yeah. The black dude.
Yeah, yeah, that dude. So it's just a completely new midfield, and of course they've got Kai Havertz as their striker. So it's going to be interesting to see where they're gonna be getting their goals. But enough about
And
Chelsea.
Pierre. And
Oh,
Pierre.
that one is Pierre's.
Ah,
It's over for him at the top level. Hi Gabi. It's just I don't see him. Um, I just feel like Zweli, bro. Actually, this is a question to you, for you rather. Do you think the number nine position is dying out in your opinion? You know, because I've just realized that when you look at these teams, these modern day teams, they don't actually have like an out and out gunman. You know,
yeah.
it's only a few teams that actually have, because even with Bayern Munich is a team that's constantly competing for the Champions League, but right now they don't have an out and out nine. You know,
Yeah.
they're playing Thomas Muller as a false nine, or even Mane at times. He sometimes plays there, but like, do you think that like the number nine position is fading in the game?
I think I think the game has become extremely tactical based on how quick it's become right now, right?
Yeah,
And like you say, if you look at teams like Bayern who don't have an out and out number nine, um, it's possible to play with it. I just played a tournament now, bro, this weekend where we didn't
yeah,
have a striker. Dog. We only had like two cams basically up front, and it is dying out based on the fact that formations are adapting and changing to a point where you don't need them. You know, you don't
yeah,
need an out and out number nine. Um, but it's very interesting to see because if executed well, you really don't need a number nine. You know,
yeah,
but at the same time, if you look at, I mean, Pep also didn't have a number nine after Aguero left. You know, and then he
yeah,
benched him, we got Haaland. Um, if you look at us, we just got Vegos. And if it
yeah,
does work in your system, then a number nine is going to be great. Look at Real Madrid, same thing. They need not they
yeah,
need Benzema, but their system works for Benzema. You know,
yeah,
but if Benz is not there, them playing with three attacking wings or midfielders, it still works. So I do think it's fading out. But if the coach has a system where you need a number nine, then you know a number nine is
yeah.
vital.
I know that's no, no, no. I hear you, bro. You're all right. It's, as long as it gets you over the hump. That's what
Yeah,
all that matters, you know. Like, but let's go. Let's speak of our club. I mean, yesterday Christian Eriksen, it was announced that Homeboy is gonna be out until the end of April, May. So essentially, I don't think he's even gonna he's gonna maybe feature in the last two or three fixtures of the season, and
yeah.
of course, it also depends on how far we go. Where we advance with Europa League, you know, and then all of a sudden we are linked with Sabitzer. When I
Sabitzer.
watch, yeah, yeah. How do you feel? Are you a happy spectator that we landed such a player?
Okay, the first thing that I did see about that whole saga, right, is that we were
Yeah,
offered Yannick Carrasco, Isco,
yeah,
I forgot Saul, and I forgot
mm,
the fourth player we were offered. And Ten Hag said no to all of them because he wanted Sabitzer, who would rather fit his system, his methodology, his
yeah,
his formation, all of that. So because of that, obviously, bro, I was throughout the whole of January, I was not even looking at Marcel Sabitzer thinking we need this guy. But then
hmm,
when I heard that, it gives me so much faith in Ten Hag because once again, the post I saw said that Ten Hag is signing players that fit the system rather than signing big players
yeah,
who will just come in, maybe not fulfill, the role or the shirt. So initially I was like, why? But then after reading all of that, I was like, it makes sense. And like you said in the previous podcast I was with you, Christian Eriksen is a big key to us, because he retains the ball. Sometimes he does miss them. I don't need Christian Eriksen to defend. I'm not looking at him to defend. If he's not that quick to track back, it's okay for me. But I do need him to make those key passes to hold on to the ball. And I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched Sabitzer that much, but I do know that he's quality.
yeah,
So I can't wait to see how he fits into our system. And dare I say, we need like a few midfielders. McFred is a very dangerous combo, and if people get injured and we rely
yeah.
on McFred, yeah. How do you feel about myself, Sabitzer?
Hey, man, I am over the moon because I have watched Sabitzer. I do watch Austria as well. You see,
Yeah,
Austria, I just feel like it's a team that has potential of. I'm not saying winning any competitions, but just to be competitive. It's like Serbia as well. These are two
Yeah,
countries that have players playing at the highest level in European
yeah,
football, right? However, they just don't perform. Maybe it's a psychological thing because you also know football is a psychological game as well, as much as you need the ability. And so
yeah,
Sabitzer is pretty much a versatile player. He's like David Alaba. That's the reason
yeah,
why maybe it's an Austrian thing to be able to play multiple positions because he can play as a DM, he can play as a number eight, he can play as a number 10, he can even play as a false nine, he can play as a winger. He's a player who has lungs for days. He's got an engine. This man
yeah,
can run, bro. Like that's another thing I like. So defensively, bro, especially off the ball, we're gonna be very good off the ball.
yeah,
Whereas Eriksen, that's where he lacked. That's where I'd say Sabitzer is better than Eriksen. And is that Sabitzer can actually play a full 90 minutes, 0 from 90, playing at the exact same intensity and not dropping
yeah,
off. Because I'm not sure if you noticed, Eriksen was getting a bit jaded
yeah,
in
yeah. Of course, of course.
games. He was getting exhausted, and of course, he's got a pacemaker. I mean,
Yeah,
I just feel like Nati as United, Eriksen was meant to be a bench player. And I'm not saying because he sucks, he's meant to be a bench player, but he was just meant to add to our depth so that should Bruno, wanna take a rest, we can just easily bring him in. So from let me just speak on Sabitzer a bit. He's also technically sound. He is someone who's very good at his ball. Sorry, at the ball at his feet. He's very good at passing the ball. He's very good at intercepting. Um, so for me, I just think he complements Casemiro to the T. He's
yeah,
someone he's not gonna be a passenger in our team. He's just gonna add to our squad, and I just think he's slightly better than Christian Eriksen. And let me just quickly show you his stats when you compare him to Eriksen. Let me just quickly show you his stats.
this is interesting, bro.
Yeah, there's something up with network. Can you see me though,
Now,
really?
yeah, I can see you, and it just popped in, bro. Just popped in. Passes per game, Sabitzer, pass
Yeah.
accuracy, Sabitzer,
Mm.
final third pass equal, chances created, okay, touches per game. Damn, and I'm assuming from like I said, I haven't watched him that much. He's taller. He's got height on him, right?
Yeah, he is. He's taller. He's taller, and he can also take set pieces as well. He's very good at taking free kicks, and he's also a player who shoots from range. That's what I like about him more than anything else. I like midfielders who actually go for goal, bruh, from range. Whereas when you look
Yeah,
at guys like Fred doesn't have that power to just pull up post goals. And I just feel
yeah,
like when last did we see a goal from range from a United player, like where he just out of the blue, boom, top corner.
yeah,
And so he's like that, Sabitzer. And as well, I think as well as attitude. Ten Hag, our manager, does not just sign players for the sake of signing them.
yeah,
He also looks at the intangibles, and he most probably does have the intangibles that are required for him. And lastly, Zweli, Reinik did tell Myrtle to go for this guy last season. And of course, John Myrtle was like, nah, dog, who is this guy? Because you know how our board functions. We want an Enzo Fernandez type signing,
yeah,
someone who can sell jerseys. We're not really focusing on getting players who actually suits a philosophy. So that's another reason why I am pleased with the signing is because Reinig did point this guy out, and I just feel that we're beginning to progress as a club. We're no longer a team that's solely focused on getting players who will sell jerseys, but we're focusing on getting players who suit philosophy. So for me, man, I am happy. I just wanted to share this with you because the similarities, man, they're very similar. It's just like I said, Sabitzer is very energetic, bro. He's like a Kante, bro, pretty much.
Yeah.
He can run up and down, like he's got an engine for days. That's his number one attribute. You know, he's the fittest player in our team right now. You know,
Yeah. Without
yeah,
even him playing, that's very impressive, bro. I saw he's
yeah,
28 years old. I just checked
yeah,
it out. So
yeah,
relatively young, probably peaking right now.
yeah.
I, yeah, I hope we can keep him, bro. I'm very impressed by everything that you just showed me about him. My biggest thing, like you said, okay, your biggest thing is that Yakijima. My biggest thing is that he fits our system. He fits our system. He's gonna complement Casemiro.
Cass.
And Casemiro, bro, for me, like we're always speaking about our club and how great he is. I cannot stress how shocked I am at how much of an effort he's putting in, bro. I thought he was gonna come and just chill, like I'm at
Yeah,
United, but homeboy's working, bro, and I really appreciate that about him, you know. And
yeah.
Same with Vegos. I thought Vegos was gonna come and just like you said, be a passenger, but no, this guy, dude, he's dropping deep, touching, tackling, pressing. I'm like, yo, this guy's actually
Mm.
working, bro. You gotta respect him. So, but that all once again in the change room at the training ground, Ten Hag is like, guys, just do your job and we will shine, and that's what we're doing. So I'm very impressed. I was watching Newcastle. Can't wait to meet them in the final. Ha
Hey.
ha.
Yeah, but so now you think it's a foregone conclusion. We are in the final, and
Stop
Nottingham
it.
Forest are not gonna cause any upset.
Stop it. They can create a meme about me doing this. I don't
Yeah.
care. What do you think? Do you think they'll lose?
Nah, man, we should beat Nottingham Forest. And another thing is as well, I want us to rotate as well. I wish Ten Hag would just allow the French players to get some minutes. I'm hoping to see Sancho.
Yeah,
Martial is also in the squad. Sabitzer is still sorting out his visa. The Premier League, man, and England in particular, they're very strict when it comes to these things. And so he's still
yeah.
sorting that stuff up. So most probably we're going to see him against Crystal Palace or Sabitzer.
I want to see
But
that kid.
which one? Menu. Menu.
Mainu.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Menu. I think in Kobe. Yeah,
yeah. I want
yeah,
to
yeah.
see him.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
Yeah, Kobe definitely is gonna play. I think he's gonna start. I personally
yeah,
think he's gonna
and
start.
we're at Old Trafford, bro. I don't think we'll
Yeah,
lose.
yeah, I know. Me too. I also don't think we'll lose. I think we will, just add that cherry on top. Most probably gonna score more than 3 goals again. I don't see us
Yeah,
scoring less than that. And yeah, at the back we've got depth. So either whoever he plays at the back, I'm cool with. It's the
yeah.
midfield that's always, and it has been an issue at our
For
club
long,
for the
yeah,
longest time, and so hopefully we can get over the hump, meet Newcastle at Wembley, and hopefully our experience can carry us over the line, because when you look at Newcastle's team as compared to ours, they're also a team that plays as a unit. They're very strong defensively.
defensively.
However, we have players who've actually played in finals
And
and
won them.
who have also won, in
Yeah,
finals. As much as the last final we were in, we lost to Villarreal, but at least we have quite a lot of guys who are experienced and who have trophies. Whereas
yeah,
with Newcastle, you wouldn't say that, and that's no disrespect to them as an organization. They are also gonna be a threat. So it's high time that we sort out our shit and ensure that by next season we get the owners in, we get some structure backing Ten Hag, and we also start spending like Chelsea. Maybe
yeah.
not at the magnitude they're spending at, but just bringing in
Hell no.
quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So yeah,
So
man.
do you think we'll beat Newcastle?
Yeah, I think we will. We will. I think we will. It's gonna be a tough game though. I
Yeah,
respect Newcastle. I'm not out just saying that they are a team that are a walk in the park.
yeah,
They're also trying to, start off. their new era with the trophy. And normally eras start with the Carabao Cup. I don't know
Yeah,
why, but it seems as if that's a common trait, because even with
yeah,
Ferguson, he also started with the Carabao. Um, who's this guy? Jose Mourinho at Chelsea, he also started with the Carabao. Pep Guardiola as well, starting with the Carabao. So it seems as if that's your visa or passport to to winning trophies.
yeah.
But
For
yeah,
me,
I think we will and we have to more than anything.
yeah,
The
yeah,
pressure is on us more than it's on them. That's what
definitely.
I yeah. I mean, if we would catch an L in that game, God forbid, it would be the laughing stock. I mean, everyone will be on our case. Every single fan will
Yeah.
will be on our case. And so yeah, I'm confident though. I'm confident. Do you think we're gonna win?
No, I completely agree, bro. I completely agree with everything you say. And in the same breath, just like you, I do put respect on Newcastle's name because for me, after Barca and Arsenal, I think Newcastle is probably the third biggest rebuild project in the world. So in terms of top five leagues, Newcastle, I really do. But I feel like the way Ten Hag has us playing now, we're in form. Um, I just feel like it'll be one of those 2-1, 1-0 wins, that and we just
Yeah,
get over the based on our players man to man, because like the XP they have, I think we overshine them. Trippier, Wilson, um,
mm,
who else do they have? Yeah, I just feel like our XP overshines theirs, and our current form overshines theirs. But they are higher than us in the table, so I do respect them, and I can't wait
yeah,
to see how it goes. But like you just said about trophies, dog, we need trophies. Number one, when you get that first trophy, bro, and like we're the only team that's still in all four competitions that we entered. It'll just
yeah,
I'm not saying we're gonna get a quadruple. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying it'll kickstart something for next season, the season that's coming. So I can't
yeah.
wait. I can't wait, bro.
And one, sorry. Do you want to say something? Sorry.
I was,
Like,
I was going to speak about even if we could win the Carabao, it really changes the attitude of the players going into the Barcelona game. But yeah.
nah, I was about to say that we play Barca before we play the final. So it's
Oh,
also
my bad.
important. Yeah. I was about to, yeah. When I rudely interrupted you there, I was meant to, I wanted to just point out that we play Barca during the week before we play the final, and so we need to, man. Like even that game against Barca, like I'd like for us to, also try go for Europa League. It is possible to win it, even though it has a lot of fixtures. I mean, it's
Yeah, it is
two games a
possible.
week. I mean, it's two-legged ties. So it's gonna be tough, but I do believe we are more than capable of winning that as well. And even the FA Cup, because when you look at the FA Cup, there's only three teams that are actually two teams that could potentially knock us out, and that's Tottenham as well as Man City.
Come
Newcastle
on.
are out. You see,
It's
Newcastle
Tottenham,
are out,
man.
Chelsea are out, Arsenal are out. So, and Liverpool are also out. So,
It's
and let's
Tottenham,
even Brighton. Let's also put Brighton there because man, Brighton of late have been very, very good, man. Like how
yeah,
they
man.
knocked Liverpool out.
Bro, I watched that game. It was actually crazy. Matoma is a star, bro. Homeboy
Big
should be
time.
playing for Real Madrid right now. That guy's
Yo,
so
I
good,
know.
bro.
He's extremely good, bro, and he's also very good at dribbling, bro. Like that's for
Yeah,
me the highlight. He knows how to beat a man. He really does
yeah,
know how to beat a man. And I know very well with you, you'd rather have him than Anthony in our squad.
yeah. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
I think you the one who pointed out to me that he's very predictable and
yeah,
he's just like 1 second slow. Like I
yeah,
just feel like Anthony, bro. That left foot is lethal. That left foot is lethal. He's
yeah.
got
It
the
is.
pace,
It is.
but his decision making sometimes is just 1 second too late. And it
Yeah,
somewhat frustrates me. But it is his first season. We are rebuilding. I'm very patient with him because I see something. Same thing with
yeah,
Sancho. When Sancho comes back and just starts on the right foot, there'll be something there. I want
yeah,
Ilanga to leave Martial,
Yeah,
it's okay. It's okay if you leave. I love you, but it's okay if you leave.
yeah.
I don't know. Obviously, it's the window's closed now, but it would have been great if those guys left.
Yeah. You see, with me and Anthony, I just think, especially, did you watch the game against Reading, right?
Yes.
Because he was man of the match in that game. You know, with Anthony, one thing about him is he does not give away the ball. Number one, like
Yeah.
he knows how to protect the ball. He'd rather pass it back than lose it in a dribble. And as
Yeah.
well, he's very good whenever there's runners around him. That's why even
Around him.
Casemiro's goal, that through ball was a well weighted through
Clean.
ball to
Clean.
Cass, and that's because he was running up. And so Ten Hag needs to figure out a way in bringing out the best in him, Because on Monday, I even had this discussion about Mo Salah. Like, Shavar was just explaining to us why Mo Salah is so poor this season. He said that Mo Salah is now forced to be out wide more, and he's on the touchline. And that's because Trent isn't, because the midfield is poor, Trent is played he isn't overlapping Mo Salah, but rather playing on his
Inside.
left. I mean on his no on his left. So
On his left.
that means that he's very Mo Salah has also got that issue that he's very dependent on his strong foot, which is his left foot. And so whenever there isn't a runner to be a decoy for him to cut, he tends to be very predictable. And so I think Anthony is also in that sort of predicament where
Yeah.
um, when Dalo was in, he looked more wavy because Dalo actually overlaps. That's what
Overlaps.
Dalo is doing a lot. Whereas Wan
Yeah.
Bissaka is not so he does not overlap as much. And this is no criticism to Wan Bissaka because he has been playing well of late. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying that stylistically as well as from an understanding standpoint, they still need to, establish a strong partnership on the right,
Yeah.
him and Wan Bissaka. Because if Wan Bissaka would overlap more, it would bring the best out of Anthony because now he has two options. It's either he's gonna get the ball, feint, cut, or feint, play the ball down the line to Wan Bissaka. But
Yeah.
Wan Bissaka's crossing is not the best crossing, but you get what I'm saying, bro. Like
I hear you.
it's
I
it,
hear you. Yeah.
yeah. I just believe our coach he will get the best out of him. Yeah. Did you want to
No, I
say
agree.
something?
No, no,
Yeah.
I wanted to say I wanted to add on the dialogue point, but what you said is
Yeah.
right, bro. And that Wan Bissaka in that final third, he just lacks that execution, that killer instinct.
Mm,
But no, we can't take anything away from him. I won't lie. When he started starting for our team more, I was a bit shocked because I thought Ten Hag would want a different style of player. But he's been doing well. He's been doing well. I have to credit our whole defensive line. As you said, our midfield has always been tricky.
yeah.
And I somewhat think that our front, our forwards have been fixed, but we'll
Yeah.
see as time goes. I'm very excited, bro. I'm very excited for Manchester United as a football club. Even our women are doing well. Even our under
Yeah.
23 are doing well. So I'm very excited right now because I think Ten Hag went to go watch or coach the under 23s or something like that. So yeah, I'm very
Oh.
impressed by what Manchester's doing. Yeah,
No, that's cool. Cause yeah, I did hear that he's trying to change the structure. He's trying to
yeah,
pull what he has done with City. Everyone plays like the first
it's
team.
same. Yeah,
Yeah. That's why even with that Lewis kid, is it Rico Lewis?
yeah.
The
Yo,
guy
that
who
boy's
was
so good. Yo,
Yeah, and that's because he understands the philosophy. He's been playing that philosophy for majority of his footballing career. And
yeah,
so Pep knew that Cancelo is since the World Cup. Actually, Cancelo even during the World Cup because he was benching for Dalo. Dalo was the one who was starting ahead of him. So I just think Cancelo maybe is low on confidence and yeah, they had a fallout, and of course, he's now at Bayern Munich. Like that signing. Mona, what do you think about it? Like, do you think it weakens City in a way? or you still believe City are perfectly fine with Lewis?
I think City are perfectly fine with Lewis, bro.
Yeah.
Like you said, Joao is lacking confidence, hence he
Mm.
didn't start. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he's lacking confidence because he didn't start at the World Cup. I don't know, but I feel like the way Pep has structured City, bro, it's anyone can play anywhere. Wherever I play, you better play there, and there's the depth just works for them. You know, it just
Yeah.
works for them. Whether Rodrigo must go play center back, John Stones
Mm.
must play right back. Doesn't matter, you know. De Bruyne plays number 9. If Haaland's injured, okay, now they've got Alvarez. But I still feel like City is still a complete unit. I will say that I'm very impressed by the level of movement. You understand? Because I was watching an interview where he was like, I didn't have a fallout with Pep. I just wanted more minutes for him to move from Manchester City to Bayern for more minutes. That's man. Some of these guys have incredible careers. It's like Morata, you know, Angel Di Maria.
Yeah.
Di Maria is amazing. But yeah, it's a very impressive move. Did any of the transfers shock you?
Um. Okay. Let me just think. Of
Can I
course,
tell you mine?
Cancelo's one. Cancelo's one. I just didn't think he'd go to like a Bayern Munich.
Yeah, that's huge,
It's a
bro.
very
That's
yeah.
huge.
It's yeah. It's not like he digressed in any way. He's actually went to. Uh, he's not, and he's well. He's also going to be playing with Leroy Sané. I'm not sure if they actually played with each other, him and
I don't
Sané.
think so. No,
Oh, they didn't. They didn't. Okay,
nah.
okay, 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 okay. Which other ones shocked me? Enzo as well. I did not see that one coming. I never thought that Chelsea would just splurge on Enzo. Yes, there were speculations, but wow, I was impressed by by how quickly they acted on deadline day. Jorginho to Arsenal, bro. That
That
one,
one,
man. Like I won't lie to you. That one I was a bit like, whoa,
I was
where does
shocked.
this? Yeah.
I was
When do you
shocked.
think
But
he will flourish though? Do you think he'll
I
flourish at?
do think he'll flourish purely because he's played in the Prem before,
Yeah,
and there was talk of Arteta wanting to strengthen his midfield. You know,
yeah,
that's why they were also going for Caicedo from
yeah,
Brighton. So I was very shocked. That for me was the biggest shock. You know,
yeah,
um, Ziyech going to PSG. I know that a lot of players from Chelsea are gonna be offloaded.
yeah.
So that wasn't shocking to me. Um,
But he actually didn't sign, eh?
yeah, he didn't go because
Chelsea,
they messed
Chelsea,
up his paperwork
3 times.
three
They were
times,
missing.
bro.
I knew they were screwing with him. Dog. Three.
Yeah, yeah.
Three
Now
is
that's
too much.
messed up,
Bro.
bro.
It's
That's messed
it
up.
is hella messed up. Yeah. And so
Did
I
you
feel for him. I really feel for him. And oh, did you? Oh, sorry. Did you say something?
I want to ask you in terms of United, did you want anyone else? Not a specific name, like a specific position.
Um. Yeah. You see, personally, at defense and attack, I'm fine with that. I'm
Yeah.
content with those. It's midfield. I still wanted us to get another midfielder. I heard we were linked with Awa, the guy from Leon. Yeah, there's this
No, I don't know.
other. Yeah, he's a number 10. He plays for Leon.
Okay.
Very wavy. Arsenal were in for him in like 2019, 2020 season. And even remember the season when Leon reached the semi-final of the Champions League, they knocked Man City out when Depay
Yes.
scored the winner. Yeah, our
Yeah.
was dictating play in that game against City. He actually was man of the match in that game. And
Really.
when I saw, I was, of course, I was on Twitter, so I was looking at the reputable sources, and a lot of them were talking about this guy, and so it would have been nice if we had that guy in. And like as mentioned previously, I just like the fact that we're not going for these marquee, expensive dudes.
Yeah.
We just going for guys that we actually need. And so for me, I was just pleased with that. It's okay. Our would have been a nice addition to the midfield. It would have strengthened our midfield a lot. He's also very competent on the ball. Similar attributes to Bruno. It's just that he's more competent on the ball, and knows how to dribble with the ball at his feet, and does not give away the ball and knows how to play. uh, the key ball in the final third. And he's also
Yeah,
quite young. Let me just quickly check how old he is. I think he's like
he's
20.
24, bro.
Oh, it's 24. That's not too bad at all. I mean, it's perfect age. He's about to hit his prime. He's French, so at least Martial is also there to, speak to him and help him acclimatize to the side. But yeah, I mean, aside Dinamia, bro, I think if we got Sabitzer as well as it would have strengthened our team, and we would have, you know, I would have been even more confident that we'll compete in all trophies. Of course, the league is long gone. I'm not gonna even mention the league, but I
I
don't
still
want.
believe.
Yeah, you still believe this season?
You
Ah,
heard
it's
me, nigga. You heard me,
you cheap. This season, cheap.
bro.
You see,
Bro,
you
it's
talk,
Arsenal, mate. Lads, it's
yeah,
Arsenal. It's
yeah, but it's also
Arsenal.
City, though. But it's also
Okay,
City, bro.
okay, cool. I feel like this is
Yeah,
okay. World of YouTube, everybody watching. I
yeah,
feel like these two are gonna burn each other out. There's still a lot of games left, guys. There's still a lot of
yeah,
games left. We will see though. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
yeah.
Fine. But if I'm right and United just
Yo,
happens.
now that's man, that would be a miracle, bro. Like, yo,
X, yeah.
uh, that would be insane, though, dog. Like,
But we'll see.
that's the reason why, man. It's 10 outs for a season, and with the squad though, dog, like the squad ain't wavy, bro. The squad isn't like if you see from next season, yeah, next season I think we can challenge, because of
Yeah,
the progress that we've made. Like we way ahead of our progress. I mean,
yeah.
of our
7 months,
rebuild rather.
bro.
Yeah,
7 months.
we yeah, in 7 months we are moving like a team that is different, Whereas Arsenal had Arteta had 3 seasons for him to work his magic, to purchase players that actually suit his philosophy. And speaking of, can I just also add to Jorginho, bro?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I also think Jorginho is gonna work very well at Arsenal.
Sorry, yeah.
Um, Jorginho is a person, of course, his main attribute is dictating play. He's not the most athletic guy, but he's very smart. He's very intelligent on the ball. And Arsenal are a team that keeps possession, so it's gonna benefit him very much that he'll be playing in a system that actually is very tailored for him. I just think that him, especially him and Partey, they complement each
Woo!
other a lot.
And
You
and
know,
those two working to give Odegaard the ball.
yeah, it's gonna be magic, bro. It really is gonna be
Yeah.
magic. And for me, man, I just Arsenal, because
Do you
I see
think
a
they've
lot of
won it?
Arsenal fans. Sorry.
Do do you think they've won it? Arsenal.
Nah, still, bro. Man, let's see them play in Europa, bro. Let's see them with a tight fixture, because right now we're the only team that's actually playing 2 games a week since we've came back. From the World Cup, it's just 2 games a week, 2 games a week, 2 games a week, and whereas with them, they've been getting breaks. So when Europa League football returns, and of course when they are playing against tougher teams in Europe, and them having to also juggle the Premier League simultaneously, I'm not sh- I'm not sure that they can handle the heat. We've seen City claw back points, where
And they
Liverpool
have to
were.
play City twice.
You see, you see what I'm saying? And then I mean, with them also, they also still need to play Liverpool. They also still need to play Chelsea, because this Chelsea team is different now. It's not the same
Yeah.
Chelsea of yeah. I won't
I
say
don't
of
think
old.
they're gonna win.
I beg your pardon?
I don't think they're gonna win. I'll say it.
Yes. And when do you think they'll lose it? Do you think they'll lose it at the end, or like maybe 4 or 6, or maybe like 6 games before the end of the season? Where do you think they'll
February,
slip?
March, April. End of March, they'll crumble.
Damn. Yo.
Bro,
Yes.
I'm sorry. I watched this Arsenal team and I'm like, Babila, dog, they hot,
Yeah.
they hot. But like you said, they've had time to rest. They haven't
Hmm.
had the strongest opponents, and City's coming, dog. City's
Yeah.
coming. But we'll see, bro. We'll see.
I know, of course, we shall see. We shall see, man. But yeah, man, it would be it would be nice if they don't win. I won't lie. It would
Arsenal
be,
people are just gonna be here,
yeah,
and rightfully so, man. I mean, it's been a
yeah,
while since they won the league.
mm,
A club that has immense history
mm-hmm,
in English football, obviously not European, but in English
yeah,
football, great historical club. A lot of
mm,
players that I respect come from that club. It's it's just I don't know. It's premature. It's premature for me.
yeah. I know it really is, bro, because we've seen in the past Liverpool. Remember, there's that season when Luis Suarez was gun blazing, and yeah, they fumbled the bag at the end. You
Dog,
know,
when Liverpool lost to City, they lost one
yeah,
game that season. So the Prem, as people always say, one of the most, the probably the best league in the world. For me, I always say it's the most unpredictable league. I won't say it's the
mhm.
best, but that's just me. So we'll see. We'll see.
I know most def, bro. In closing, do you have anything else to add on your end? Do you perhaps
Um, I don't
wanna?
know. I'm very excited for football, man. The
Yeah,
remaining fixtures that United has. On the other side of the world, one of my other teams is doing great, Napoli. Very happy for
yeah.
them. Yeah,
Mm.
Napoli
They
and
ooze.
Juve obviously getting deducted 15 points. Napoli's clear now, bro. They're clear.
Yeah,
So I'm very excited for the upcoming fixtures, both in England, in obviously Atletico Madrid are doing horribly, but in
yeah.
Spain, like for example, the I think there's going to be in February. There's going to be three El Clásicos, which is pretty impressive, bro.
Damn. Do you still watch your
Yeah,
classical? Be honest.
I do, bro. You didn't believe that I watched Cadiz versus El Che. Come on, dog. Of course I watch El Clasico, dog.
Name one
Come on,
player from Alche.
from El Che. Give me a second. That wasn't the question. The
Ah, you
question
swear,
was,
bro,
do I
don't
watch
lie,
the game?
dog. Don't
Do I watch
lie,
the
bro.
game? I'm not
Don't
lying.
don't lie, bro. Ah, bro. In La Liga, it's, don't
No,
lie,
I'm
bro. You
telling
see,
you.
even Sway right now is laughing, bro. Like Sway, let's all Sway, bro. Do you watch La Liga like that? Cadiz, look at you, bro. You googling right now. Dog. This nigga. Cadiz
Bro,
and Alce.
you know what's sad, man? I'm
Yeah.
googling and I still don't know these niggas. I'm like, who the hell?
Do you even know they strip, bro? What colors are like
Yeah,
they
nigga.
main colors for
Altair wears
Cadiz?
Altair wears white
Yeah.
and they got the green and the red stripes. Come on, man.
Hey man, look at what Sway even says. Man, dude. I fully agree with Sway, bro. It's just Sway. Let's not
Yeah,
lie,
yeah.
bro. It's like
Dog,
even
I'm
with
not
me and Serie
lying.
A. You see, Serie A, I think it's even better because with Serie A, you've got Roma, you've got Inter, you've got AC, you have Juve, you have Napoli, you have Lazio. You see what I'm saying? There are
Yeah, yeah,
decent fixtures. I mean, Roma versus Lazio is a derby. I'd watch that.
yeah.
I wouldn't mind watching that because I do know some of the players from each team.
Good
You
game,
know,
yeah.
yeah. Whereas in La Liga, bro, like even Valencia, because that's the team I support from La Liga. I just wanted to be
Yeah,
different. Just support
yeah.
Valencia for the sake of supporting Valencia. And now, like, I don't even know who plays for Valencia now, bro. Like, it's crazy, man. And that's why even financially, bro. Even when you look at the games, when you watch them, the stadiums aren't as packed. The atmosphere isn't that wavy. So yeah,
Yeah.
man, it is what it is. It is what it is.
I
Yeah,
will
let's
say
just check.
this. I will say this. If I do
Yeah,
watch Cadiz versus Alche, it's
yeah,
due to the fact that there's no other games, you know,
yeah,
and
yeah. I've
yeah,
done
there's no
that.
other games. It's the only
And
live
that's
match.
understandable.
Yeah,
But don't say that,
that's why.
bruh. Don't say like, yeah, bruh. you're not gonna go Ishma. You need to change the channel. Kadiza El Chia play. Don't cap, dog. Don't cap like that. Nah, you don't do that,
course I don't do that, man. But if there's
dog.
nothing else, I'm watching it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So Sway is like some of fellow fans were like they were watching Enzo with. Yeah, that is true. You are right there, bro. They're acting like they know this guy, and they only saw Enzo in the. I'm sure now I won't lie to you. I only saw Enzo in the Champions League this season because
For
Benfica did
Benfica.
well. Didn't
Yeah,
they win the group? They did ahead of
they did.
PSG, bruh.
Yeah,
So I was watching them because I was just impressed at how they were just even Juventus, how they were slapping Juve left, right, and center. And
yeah,
Enzo for me stood out because that's the sort of midfielder that we also needed at United. We needed a ball carrier, and Enzo suits that. But yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Sway, congratulations. Sway is a Chelsea fan. Well done for landing Enzo, but I still don't fear your team. Still don't fear it one bit. But anyways, really, bro, thank you so much for availing yourself, bro. I think it's vala, boy. Like, thank you
yes,
so
sir.
so much.
Thank you for
This,
having me, bro.
yeah, this was very therapeutic as per usual. Guys, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, help a brother out. This is Easy
Yes, sir.
Sports, and we are peace.